Most people overcomplicate lighting in video production, but we are the e-learning partners, and we are going to simplify the lighting for your next video production shoot, and we will specifically dive into how we light our shoots.
But first, we have a gift that we
A
want
gift.
to give you.
A
If you're looking
bonus.
to develop professional training videos without a video production company, we got
Exactly.
your back. You are going to learn in this gift how to create a highly engaging training video in 9 simple steps.
Exactly.
We have
We
a
got your
checklist
back.
below, link below. Go download that checklist.
We not only go into how lighting fits into the entire video production process, we hit the 3 major parts of video production: pre-production, production, and post-production. We simplify it for you. So the first thing you need to look into to effectively light a scene for your next video production project is we gotta figure out what we already have. What sources of light do we already have at the location where we're shooting?
Exactly.
For example, are there overhead lights? See, there's overhead lights. Then we gotta ask ourselves, do we need them? In this case, we don't need them, but that's the first thing. You gotta see what is already available where you're shooting, right, Hector?
Absolutely. You have to also see, is there natural light as well? Because we're going to talk about this later in a little pro tip that we got coming for you. But first, you have to really consider, am I going to be dealing with the sun? Are there going to be windows where I'm going to be shooting? What's the position of that room that we're going to be shooting in if we do have natural light? Because that will play in to how everything looks. Isn't that right, Mr. Havey?
Oh, exactly. Overhead lights.
Absolutely. Number 2 is, you may be asking, but Johnny, Hector, I don't have any lights. What do I do? Well, then you want to purchase 2 to 4 lights. We ourselves in our studio have 4 lights.
We have 4. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why 2, why 4? Well, we are going to tell you all about what we call a 3-point lighting setup. In order to do that setup, you need at least 3 lights. Well, if the lights already present in the location that you're shooting are usable, maybe you have an overhead light or a lamp that you can use or some other light that's already present in the location, then you can use that as one of the 3 lights. And then you really just need to fill in, and we'll talk about this, 2 other lights. With that being said, in our studio, we use a total of 4 lights when we are filming our green screen video content. The reason why we use 4 is because we have our key light, we have our fill light, we have our backlight, but we have 2 backlights because we are really doing our best to have even lighting on the green screen. As you can see in this visual right here, that's how we do it. You don't necessarily need that setup, but that's why we recommend having 2 to 4 lights. Our favorite lights, the exact lights we use in our studio, are linked right below this video. We recommend these lights greatly because it's less than $200 for 2 of them. So you're paying about $100 per light. I think right now you may even be able to get them for less, but depending on when you go to Amazon, you know, they have different sales and whatnot. We love these lights. They're the newer dimmable bi-color lights. So definitely go check those out on Amazon.
So Johnny already touched on this a little bit, but we want to talk to you about the 3-point lighting system. So when you get to your film shoot, whether if it's inside a studio, whether if you're utilizing a green screen or you're utilizing a room, if it's an on-site location shoot, what is the best practice to cover your bases so there aren't a lot of shadows? So that is the 3-point lighting system.
This is basic lighting that they teach in film school. The main takeaways of this are you need a main light that is going to illuminate your subject or subjects, and then you're going to need a fill light which keeps the shadows off the face unless you're really trying to have a really dramatic situation. You need a light to fill in because if there's a light here, there's going to be shadows on this side of my face. You kind of see it. I'm getting really close to this light. There's shadows over here. You need another light to fill in those shadows. And then you want some break between you and the background, and that is what we call a backlight. So you can see kind of how all that looks right here. Now you're probably asking, what lighting are we using right now? Well, we're using something called what, Hector?
A Lightboard.
A Lightboard, and we have a link to an entire playlist about the Lightboard you can check out right there. But here is how this works. We actually have 4 strips of light that illuminate us from the Lightboard. There's also light that shoots through the Lightboard that illuminates the words, but these strips act as our key light and our fill light. It's kind of opposite for Hector and I. So for Hector, this is his key light. For Hector, this is his fill light. Because the key light is really keeping him illuminated, the fill light is making sure there's not crazy shadows on this side. Same thing for me. This is my key light, this is my fill light. And then we have these other lights that really keep the shadows even throughout the entire face.
And the great thing about the Lightboard and the Lightboard technology is this is already built in, which is great.
So you don't have to buy these extra lights. Now, if you want to purchase a Lightboard, we use a company called Revolution Lightboards. If you want to show us some love and purchase a Lightboard, you can use our link below as well.
Now, before we go, we want to leave you with that pro tip, right? Because you are a pro, you're watching our channel. Because you're a pro, we're helping you with your pro skills. This is a pro tip. If you are in an environment with natural light or in a room with a window, beware of the sun. Because as the sun changes, as the globe moves, as clouds may be covering the sun, whatever the case may be, that creates shadows, that creates all sorts of different dims or looks and feels in the environment. So you have to be aware of that because you're filming and all of a sudden it just gets really dark or it gets really bright because the sun is shining right through that window or right on your actors or subject matter experts who you're filming if you're outside. So you really have to understand, where's the sun going to be? What's the weather going to look like respective to where you are? Where is it pointing? How is it pointing? Because that will impact how things look.
See, natural light is amazing. It is the best kind of light. The problem is if you have a 20-minute video or a 15-minute video, you have a longer video. It doesn't even have to be that long. It could be 5 to 10 minutes. The lighting could change drastically depending on what the weather is outside and the time of day. And as you can see in this example, it looks super weird and you can't really fix this in post easily. You can't edit this easily. So really beware of natural light.
And remember of that gift that we want to give you, link below. You will be able to learn how to produce a professional, highly engaging training video in 5 minutes or less, and you will not have to hire a professional video production team. It's a link below. Go check it out.
Thank you for the likes and subscribe.